Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum and welcoming once again at BD Digital Maritime Platform. Today is our fourth video and subject we have taken free fall like boat. Let's go in details. So what is free fall like boat basically? We can see here this is similar to enclosed like boat, but the process of launching is entirely different. Or we can say survival craft which drops to the waterline solely under the influence of gravity and is not attached to the debit once it has been released. This sort of free fall lifeboat is particularly desirable on tankers where rapid deployment and fast separation is needed to get clear from fire or explosion risk area. But practically, or truly speaking, this sort of lifeboat we are getting on bulk fleet also, which means any kind of vessel can have this sort of lifeboat. We can see the picture of free fall lifeboat which is located aft of the vessel and provides maximum clear area for free fall. Now I will invite you to watch a video about the free fall launching. I believe you will enjoy this thing. Dear viewers, we believe that you enjoyed the video, but don't be panic. And I strongly believe that after watching the lecture, you will get a wonderful confidence about the free fall lifeboat. Let's go again. So next point about is called survival craft. This may raise in your mind, what is survival craft? A craft capable of sustaining the lives of person in distress from the time of abandoning the ship. And the example are lifeboat, life raft. And for your information, the rescue boat is not a survival craft. Another point, simulated launch or simulated launching of free fall lifeboat. What is that? Simulated launching is a means of training the crew in the free fall release procedure for free fall lifeboats and or to confirm the satisfactory function of the free fall release mechanism without allowing the lifeboat to fall into the sea. Or in short, we can say that we will not allow the lifeboat, free fall lifeboat, to fall in the water, but we will carry out the proper functioning of the release mechanism for free fall lifeboat. The way we do it is called simulated launching of free fall lifeboat. It will come in details. So about the free fall lifeboat, we can summarize. It is launched from the stored position by operating a lever which will be located inside the lifeboat, and it will release the lifeboat from the rest of the debit. And once the free fall lifeboat is released, the boat slides through the tilted ramp into the water. Now coming for free fall lifeboat launching procedure. What is the launching procedure? Number 1 point, that all kind of lashing must be removed. Number 2 point, the assign or the crew will go inside and they will fasten seat belts properly. And they will confirm that there are no moving objects inside the lifeboats. And all open holes should be totally closed. Then the helmsman or the coxswain, he will operate the release mechanism to release the lifeboat. Once the lifeboat is released, it will start launching into the water by free fall along the ramp. And once the lifeboat in the water, it is totally free from the mother vessel. As we can see the pictures, lifeboat is a stored position, all the crew are inside. Now the helmsman or the coxswain just operate the release mechanism, lifeboat released, start falling, is in condition of falling in the water, and finally we can see lifeboat in the water. Now we can see this one, that free fall lifeboat seating arrangement. We can see the seating arrangement and all the seats are facing afterwards. Only one seat for the helmsman facing forward. Now coming again for simulated launching of free fall lifeboat. I believe we can remember, we will not lower or will not allow the free fall lifeboat to fall in the water, but we will check or carry out release mechanism proper functioning or not. How to do that? Number 1, check equipment and ensure that all components of the lifeboat and launching appliances are in good operation condition. Number 2, establish and maintain good communication between assigned operating crew and the responsible person. Ensure the lashing unit and auxiliary lashing unit are connected to the lifeboat properly. I repeat this thing. So this auxiliary lashing unit or the simulated lashing units must be rigged properly. This is to be ensured without fail. Now the participating crew will go inside the lifeboat and they will take their seat belts, seat properly and fasten their seat belts accurately. And after that, as per the or with the permission of responsible person, the assigned crew will operate the release mechanism. And we can see once the lifeboat is released that it will travel down the ramp to the distance specified in the manufacturer instruction. And after that, once the simulated launching procedure testing is over, we need to take back the lifeboat to a stored position. And for that, we'll have to use the davit, which will come in later on. This is called free fall lifeboat release system. The release hooks, something like that in my last ship, and coming here. And this is the external outside looking of the free fall lifeboat. And this is called internal arrangement of free fall lifeboat. What is that? Number 1, the bilge pump are here. Number 2, the steering wheel are here. Number 3, steering console are there. Number 4 is coming. Okay, number 5 is release hooks are here, and so on. Now we will carry out the free fall lifeboat launching by means of davit. What is the procedure? See here, number 1, start the electric motor of the hydraulic power station. Number 2, hang up the ceiling on both hooks of the fall block respectively. It means the lifeboat having the lifting ceiling. That ceiling should be put inside the block of davit. After that, we'll take the weight slowly, not too much, just on the davit. Now operate the release mechanism in the boat to release the release hook. The assigned crew will go inside, they will release the release hooks. What will happen after that? The boat is totally taken wet by the davit. fall wire. And after that we will be swinging the debit to the outboard side with the lifeboat. Once we see that the lifeboat is coming up too much from the ramp, we lower the lifeboat to keep the lifeboat along the ramp. And finally, when the debit is fully outboard side with the lifeboat, and we will stop operation of debit. Then keep lowering the lifeboat in the water. Once it is in the water, the crew will go either by embarkation leader or by rescue boat. They will release the lifting. They will release the lifting ceiling from the block, and the lifeboat is free for maneuvering. Now coming for free fall lifeboat recovery procedure using falls. So we need to bring the, after finishing the maneuvering, we'll bring the lifeboat just below the debit fall, and we'll have to lifting sling put back to the debit fall block. Once it is properly put it back, then we'll keep lifting the lifeboat. Once it is above the water, well clear, almost near to the safety limit, or well clear from the safety limit, we will start taking the debit in both sides along with the lifeboat, and we'll be more careful about the swinging of the lifeboat in order to save boat from any kind of damage. Then finally, with the course of time, once debit here, lifeboat will be in stored position. Once it is in stored position, we'll have to reset the release mechanism. Once release mechanism are reset, then we'll have to make free the debit. There is no more function of the debit here. And that's all about the free fall lifeboat recovery procedure using debit falls. And we can see the release system of free fall lifeboat. It is having the hook releaser, normal release control cable, release hook, and emergency release unit. It is to be noted that this release mechanism has having two means for releasing. One is called normal release system, normal release procedure system. It will vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. For example, we can see here, remove 2 pin A and B, and after that bring the lever from lock to open position. The release hook will be released. So second part is emergency release system for free fall lifeboat. If the normal release system is not working, we have to focus on this one. In that case, it will also vary from manufacturer to manufacturer. Here we can see, just put the lever here and bring this lever from lock to open position. It will be opened. Now coming for steering also, same thing goes for steering. Normal steering by the wheel, and if it is not working, we'll have to focus on emergency steering, which is something like that. It may vary from manufacturer to manufacturer, of course. Here we can see the lever should be from normal to emergency. Put the lever tiller here inside and do the operation as required. Before finishing the lecture, gentle reminder. This sort of operation, of course, will not carry out without doing proper risk assessment, number one. Number two, the effective toolbox meeting with all crew on board the ship must be done. Of course, in the toolbox meeting, we'll discuss any incidents happened about the lifeboat lowering, maneuvering in the water. And also, weather condition must be taken into consideration. All crew must be properly rested. And of course, we'll take permission from the local authority for lowering and maneuvering the lifeboat. And we can see at every 3 months, free fall lifeboat is lowered in the water without any operating crew inside by means of debit and do the maneuvering. last point, at every 6 months, we will carry out the simulated launching of Freefall Blackboard. That's all from this lecture for the time being, and thank you so much for your patient watching. See you in the next video.